guys, this is Hex Trojan and welcome back to Gaming Hexer. Firstly, I'd just like to apologise for the low voice sound. I'm trying to be considerate of other people around me and not disturb too many people while I'm recording this, so you'll have to forgive me. As in the previous episode, this is episode 7, so now episode 6. Sorry, no, not episode 6. What I mean to say is in my concept episode that I had just before this one, I said that I wanted to incorporate my exploration ship into the survival series, and that's what I intend to do in this series. I've done a bit of prep beforehand, and I've built on a little area that goes outside the asteroid, because one of the first things I noticed was that there's definitely not enough room in this asteroid to build the large exploration ship that I designed in my concept series. So we're wearing our yellow suit today because there's going to be a lot of construction going on, and we're going to see. Excuse me. We're going to see where we go. Right. This gives us the opportunity as well to build a sort of large sort of shipyard area as well outside the asteroid, which is always good. Do something different. You can see now as we come out here, I have the projection set up, and you can see how massive a build this is going to be. Red stripes there, if anyone noticed. I do listen to my comments. I actually do like the red stripes, so I think I'll keep them. This is the best positioning I could come up with, on account of before its turrets are up and running. It's going to be under attack from meteors and stuff, so this asteroid gives it perfect cover this way. It's in no way going to be in the path of a meteor, so that's always good. I used a couple of extra mod packs whilst building this, so I hope that I've included them all into the survival now, so that we're not missing any parts. As you can see, it's going to be a bloody huge build, and I may even need a little bit of a helping hand with it, because I just don't know if I'm ever going to get to the end of it. Everything seems to be included, like cryopods are in there, the prep mod pack is in there, the control area. So it all looks like that everything's accounted for mod wise. And another addition that I made since the concept series was I put the turrets on. I don't believe I had them on in the concept series already and survival ready. 2 large cannons, and then 2 of the mini rocket launchers, just because I think they're cool. I don't know if there's any difference between them really damage wise and the vanilla rocket launchers, but we'll see soon enough. And also in here I've put in the collectors and a connector here and a connector here. Now these 2 connectors are actually going to be for fighters, and what is the idea is that if there's a group of us, the fighters will go out with the miner, and then the miner can come back in here, or miners, depending on how you want to do it, will come back in here, and they will drop off their stuff, and it's all fed back into this area here. Now this is going to take quite a lot of resources, and obviously I don't want to bore everyone with building the whole time, but we are going to get cracking on to I must remember that I'm no longer in creative. As you can see, I spent some time in creative building this ship. it's easy to forget that you need oxygen and energy. So let's take my helmet off. Trying to remember how I would get oxygen into my suit. Was it like this? Change to no helmet, okay. And then when I change back to the normal suit, was it 52.7? I know that the fighter will put oxygen back into my suit. So you can imagine a couple of these docked up, and yeah, I'm gonna want some heavy armor covering this guy up. Yep, oxygen went up, there we go. It's funny that the cockpit here recharges your oxygen, but not in any other way. Like, I think it would be handy if, when you have your helmet off and you're in a room, that the room oxygen levels would regenerate the oxygen levels in your suit would be handy. Or have some sort of thing that, like here, like if you stood in here, if you could, there was no collision mesh there, if you could stand in there, a little glass thing pop down, and then you recharge your suit or something stupid like that, I don't know. Just an idea. I think the way to go, actually, what we're going to need to do is steel plates galore. There was another thing that I wanted to show you, I can't remember now. I'll tell you what I do want to do is I just want to quickly compare the fighter up next to the exploration ship. That's one thing I definitely want to do. Sort of put things into perspective. Okay? We'll say, there it is, 9.
Meteor storm inbound.
I'm going to need an extra couple of reactors on this little fighter. I may need to design another fighter. I think I have just the one in mind. Because if you look, if this guy wants to dock in here, he'd be cutting it pretty close. it's just too big. Unless I come up with another method of docking these ships, like maybe even on the outside somewhere. Lock them onto the side and they can drop away when needed. Here we go anyway. Give you an idea of how big the ship is. I'll give you a better idea. That's cool. Jump next to the cockpit. It's given me an idea actually. I may have had an idea for the whole fighter. So in case you were worrying, don't worry, I'm not going to bore you too much with this. I'm going to just going to start it off so you can literally see the scope of this, how much work this is going to be. And I have to obviously come up with a sort of a plan as well, because I don't want to end up having blocks that I can't get to. The best way to do it is to go in straight lines maybe. Wow, I forgot how many components there were on this thing. You can see now it's highlighted the ones that we can build because they're now connected to a solid part of the thing there. Sorry, it's just so daunting, the idea of it. Oh look, I missed one. So this is my plan. I'm going to walk along in layers, work along in layers. I know I haven't started at the very bottom. I've started from where the connection is to the platform. And I can see now when I move along this one, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 collectors. So what I would do, oh, I hate that save lag. Let me just drop what I have into here for now, like that. Go and clear out my assembler. What did I say? 6 was it? 6 collectors. So I'm gonna large blocks collectors here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that will give me everything I need then in the assembler. I might actually have to build another assembler, and I need silicon and I need gold. Or do I? Is that just that it's not moving across straight away? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I only have a small amount there. That's silver. That's gold. Nickel. Plenty of silver. Oh, I have more silicon. It's just that it's not currently fitting in the thing there. Don't need that many. Let's take away 1,000. Yeah, it's just it hadn't moved it across, was all it was, and I should have more gold as well then. Yeah, I do have more gold. Oh, I got a bit worried there. Assembler. Has it built everything? No, it's still building. It just takes a bit longer to build the construction components. So I think while I am waiting, let me get the steel plates that I left in here. Is there much left? There's a fair amount left. As many as I can carry. And what I might do is just keep building while I can. I honestly can't wait to get this thing up and running. It's going to be a beast. And I can do the
Storm inbound.
at least the parts leading up to them, and the parts next to them maybe as well. So what I intend to do then is I'll show you me putting some of the conveyors in just so you can see how it comes together, and then I'll try and get as much more as I can get done off of camera, and I'll come back and I'll show you what I'm up to, and obviously it won't be anywhere near finished because I just don't have the time to to take on such a huge build in survival. Oh, do you know what? I never meant to do that. That's a bloody conveyor, isn't it? A collector. My bad. Ah, and I've done it again. What a div. Oh, would you look at that? Energy. Hmm. Must try and find a way of setting them doors up so they're automated. Would be handy. I think it'd probably need to be a timer block. Open one door, then close it behind you, then open the other one, then close it behind you. It'd be very difficult to set it up, I imagine. Right, let's see how our production line is coming along. It is still going. Ah, it's only a few left in it. This will be very quick, right? So I'm gonna throw these into the cargo container for now. Go to my assembler. Right, I believe I needed 6, 6 and 6. So let me do another 18 while I'm building. You might as well have several things on the go. So 10. Did I do 10? I think I did 10. 11, yeah, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I must have done 10 because you see the first one's up there is 100 and that's 10, so that's a... I thought I'd done 100 then. I got a bit worried. Okay. Looks like I've got everything I need for these collectors. Oh, this is gonna bug me a bit. Just charge up my suit. I also have the bottles of oxygen on me, so every time I drop below 38% oxygen, then it'll boost me back up to 48. It's only 10% boost, but it's handy if you're stuck in a bit of a spot. So let's go to our collectors. Right, so you can see how it's going to come along. What I might do is quickly go away for now. I know I definitely need to do some mining. I'm going to need more silicon, more gold, and maybe a lot more stone that I haven't really been collecting because I see them reactors down there are going to need it. Hopefully when I come back I would have the most part of this cargo, this hangar area completed. And so hopefully I'll see you again in just a mo. Hi guys, and welcome back. I've managed to get a fair amount, well not a fair amount, I'd say about the most of the hangar area sorted out. Let's just quickly, being as that it's mainly connectors and thrusters and stuff, it's not like what it's going to be further in, like the reactors and doors and windows and all the rest of it. It's actually quite straightforward. I say straightforward, it's been several hours of this. A word of warning if you're going to be doing something similar yourself with the projections of blueprints is, I'd say when you copy the blueprint, make sure all your power's turned off, because it's been fairly frustrating dealing with lights and blinking lights and trying to see which blocks are projections and which blocks are solid. You can see you have to be careful that you make sure you get what I need. Make sure you get all the blocks, and you don't want to have like layers and layers of blocks and somewhere in the middle a connection is missed, because then you'll have to just cut through it all again to get it. Luckily the projection doesn't disappear until every block is done, so you'll know if you're missing a block somewhere, which is handy. You can see I've got about a third, less than a third, because obviously there's still the whole top to do with turrets and all these thrusters. There's even more thrusters to go. You can see there's still an awful lot. But that said, there's a lot of empty space here. I know there's 4 large reactors and cargo containers and the rest of it, but otherwise this is mainly empty space, so that might go in my favour. And obviously it condenses more at the front again, where it's all more crammed and packed together. But that's what I've got so far. I hope that you like the direction in which this is going. It'll be interesting once this is finished to get it out on the road and see what we can do. I'll tell you one thing for sure: once I've got my turrets up and running, I won't think twice about taking on the next cargo ship, whatever it may be, that comes along. Industrial large transport will be a doddle. We might even take on a military escort, which would be very good. But so guys, I hope you found this one at least interesting, and like I said, I hope you like the way it's going. If you like, please subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next episode. Bye for now.